I don't want to sound like an asshole, but when I almost always listen to ladies say that these are the things they select for in men, it always makes me laugh, truly. Because they never really say the real thing. I don't know why. There's
Why
always
why do you
this need
feel
to make
why do you
things
feel they don't say the real thing? You're not the woman. You can't be the one
because
to say they
I
don't say
have
the real
I'll say
thing.
this, I'll say this. As a man, I have to understand the woman and I have to understand what this woman is selecting for before I can be a candidate. I have to understand that a woman wants somebody that is clean or neat as opposed to that. Just as an example, I need to understand what this woman wants before I can walk up to this woman and she entertains my approach. And I think that women do not really need to understand a man's nature. And they almost never do. Because,
Really? I can't believe
yes,
this.
really, I'm very serious. I believe that women truly do not know what the man is looking for. But a man knows what the woman is looking for. At least if you want to have some level of success with women, you have to understand what they are looking for and play to those cards. When I ask women what they are looking for, they always say things that sound nice, but then you see guys that have these things and they are very, very unsuccessful with women. Very, very unsuccessful with women. When you go down to the real things that women are selecting for, they don't sound so nice. For example, sometimes you approach a lady and she's actually single. She just says no without even thinking about it. There are many things that they are selecting for, even when you are just walking up to her. And I can go into these things and what I think these things are,
What are they?
or I can respond to the ones you girls said you are selecting for.
No, no. Respond to the ones of what you think they are because you seem to know what we want. So tell us what we want.
Uh, Maybe you say this to sound kind of, I don't know, but
No, no, no. That was not sarcastic, honestly.
for,
I wanted to really know what you think.
if I don't understand what women want, I'll never have success with women. But for women, if you are pretty, you have success with men. Men will approach you whatsoever.
So
When you look
what
at
do
the actual things that women are selecting for, things like how tall is this man? That's an advantage when you are taller than her, for example. Which is something if you are short, it's just what women say is it's unfortunate. Okay, height, things like social status. It doesn't mean that you have to be the most recognized person, but within that circle where you are interacting with this girl, be somebody that she sees other people are comfortable with, and other people look up to, other people listen to. This is what they will find attractive. If you are somebody who is following the lead of everyone else, the woman is going to walk away, even if she gave you a chance in the first place. So she looks for this social status. They look for the ability to provide resources. And women always try to kind of sugarcoat this in some words to just, instead of just saying they select for money. It's something like this. You better have money now or have the potential for money in the future.
Yes, yes.
Maybe not money, but
Yes.
resources. You better have it now or have the potential to have this in the future. They select for this.
She's gonna say it in a kind of subtle way. You should have a
That's why I say
trajectory.
it's always sugar coated.
Yeah, you should have a
I never,
trajectory.
I never sugarcoated it. I said it clearly. Finance is a big deal. Even if you don't have
Yes.
it now, there
All
should be
right.
a
Then we get you
trajectory
now.
to get there.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
Okay,
not
then you said
sugarcoated.
it plainly. Then I understand that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the few that will say it straightforward, because we know you like money. Not you. I mean,
Yes,
ladies in general.
now.
Women also select for dominance from a man. And they almost never say this for the masculine tendency. They actually do select for this. The ability for a man to stand on his foot and say, this happens and this is how it's going to happen. Rather than a man who is willing to take opinions from everyone else before taking a decision. They want a man who can stand as a man and do things as a man. And when I look at the circle of people that I interact with and the people I talk to and the people who share their experiences, these are the kind of people who have success with women and people who understand these things.